Swimming in deep water. All right, look. I'm sure you'll catch the replay. But so today's topic, right? For those of you that are joining or will, like I said, catch the replay. The topic is baby daddy drama. Okay. Now, I don't have no baby daddy drama. So it ain't about me if you thought it was. Uh clickbait. But anyhow, um, I'm gonna talk about Krishan, Jaden, Carlissa, and John, aka Blueface. Okay. Uh so apparently, Krishan Rock, she done moved on with her life or whatever, and she dating somebody named something Suave. Now he looked like a little kid, but whatever, whatever floats her boat. But I guess she was apparently at the studio, and John, aka Blueface, comes and steals the baby at 4 o'clock in the morning. So he outside, he done took the baby from her best friend. I guess the girl's name is Marsh or something. Don Play, what's up? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm talking about baby daddy drama. Okay. Now, not my drama because I don't have much. I don't have none at all because I'm not that kind of mother. But listen, Blueface is out here acting like a bitter baby mama. Like, what's going on, Blueface? He go and steal the baby. He mad because, I guess yesterday was Krishan little boo thing birthday. So he goes and takes the baby from, I'm assuming, out the house because supposedly he got the key to her house. Now, why your baby daddy got the key to your house, child? I don't know, because I wish I would give my baby daddies the key to my place. That's just, you got to have some boundaries. So anyhow, so look, so he comes take the baby from Marsh at 4 o'clock in the morning. The baby ain't got no shirt on. The baby ain't got no pants on. The baby, still got this soggy diaper on. Like, it was just a lot. And he outside at 4 o'clock in the morning talking about Krishan left the baby with no parents. Like, wait, what? So anyhow, all right, boom, fast forward. I guess, Krishan like get the call like, yo, Blue is over here tripping. He done took the baby. He threatening Marsh on social media saying that he was gonna drag her out the car, child. And apparently Blueface fought the best friend Marsh over this baby. And so Blueface, so then, all right, boom. Krishan comes on live and she's basically talking about how she how the baby mamas done teamed up. Now I'm all for this. I'm all for baby mama empowerment. Okay, like, I'm not that, like, no, seriously. So I got two baby daddies, y'all, and they got other baby mamas. Now my son, I'm the first baby mama or whatever, and he got two other ones, and they some white chicks or whatever, and he got little girls. And like, I'm like that person, like, hey, like, let's let our kids know they siblings. Like, I'm that mama. Like, I'm not the mama like causing drama. Like, I never forget. Look, one time my first baby daddy, third baby mama, was sending me pictures of her with like bruises on her legs and stuff, because I guess apparently he was beating on her or something. I don't know, y'all. Like, it was kind of sick. And I'm like, well, ma'am, why are you sending this to me? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you're letting this man hit you. That's on you. You know? Um, It couldn't be me. I tell you that much. Hey, I ain't gonna hold y'all. His family still talk about the day. Man, listen, that's another story for another day. Maybe I'll do a story time about that. Cause yeah, I don't play. But look, so anyhow, like I said, I'm all for baby mamas coming together. Unfortunately, they came together on some crazy terms because Blueface stole Krishan's baby. I guess he was like, "Ah, you ain't gonna little mabu me." How the song go? Uh. That's why I took his lady. I like blue faces, so I took his baby. Yo, these people are crazy out here, yo. So, anyways, like I said, Jaden Alexis and Krishan Rock apparently hooked up and they was getting drunk in the car. So they driving around with little kids in the back seat. The kids ain't got no car seat. No hold on. They ain't got no seatbelts on. I don't know where the baby at. I don't know the baby was. I seen the car seat, but I don't know if the baby was in the car seat. But Krishan and Jaden was getting drunk in the car at a gas station, and Blueface was blowing their phone up, trying to get one of them the answer. So they drunk and they playing. It was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, it was good to see them both smiling and together finally and not arguing because honestly, these men do be the common denominator as to why the baby mamas don't get along. You get what I'm saying? Like now, like I said, the first baby daddy of mine, his two baby mamas, they was cool with me or whatever. One blocked me on Facebook a long time ago. Why? I have no idea. The other one, she's still on my Facebook. We don't communicate like that. But hey, I see her daughter, she see my son, whatever. They ain't never met. My son ain't never met his siblings. Ever. All right. All right, so boom. My second baby daddy, like, I ain't gonna hold you. Okay, look. So I get it, right? Like, we have this whole family image on social media, you know, um, we taking family photos, you know, the kids is watching this on social media. I can understand how that feels because my son watched his daddy do stuff for other kids. So I get it, right? So I tried to be as inclusive with the kids as much as I could as the the fiance or whatever. So I'm picking them up like they here with us. I'm taking them, treating them like my own. Like, but it still wasn't enough. Like I still was like the enemy at first. Like like it was crazy. Now me and the girl cool now. I guess because I ain't with him no more. I don't know. I don't know why we couldn't be cool while we was together. But like I used to go on his phone and I would read text messages. And she would be like, "Oh, when y'all get married, I'm gonna take her money too." Like she was gonna put child support on me, child. And so he didn't know that I used to read these messages. Like I would never bring it up. I want to say like she had said like my son. Man, this was when I was pregnant too. It was crazy. And it was like, "Oh, her son looks slow, and I hope, and like, you better hope your baby don't come out like slow." It was like some crazy stuff. Like, why would you do that? And why would you speak on other people's kids? Like my son, what do you mean? My son was fine. So I just was like, yo, that's just a hater, you know? And so low key, when we had a conversation, I told her, like, I seen the stuff you said, but I forgive you because I'm a Christian, like, I forgive you. Like, but I seen the things that you said about my children, you know, um, but we gonna move past that. And so, even though me and daddy ain't together no more, I still send the kids. Yes, Urban. Listen, I I'll never go through another man's phone ever again. Listen, if a man is gonna cheat, I'm gonna let him cheat in peace, okay? Because that's the only thing about me, right? I think I'm too investigative, if that makes sense. Like if I want to have answers, like I'm gonna look for them. Type like get down. Like if I have some kind of intuition, or hey, Urban, if I feel like a little inkling in maybe you being deceptive, like I'm gonna go try to figure it out. And so, yeah, I used to go through his phone faithfully until he changed the code and I couldn't figure it out. And then yeah, that was toxic. I don't never want to go through another phone again. Like they say what they say, if you go look, what is it? You get what you looking for or something, or well, how does the slogan go? All I know is I don't want to see nothing else no more. I think I ruined some special moments in the relationship by going in that phone. But my thing was, oh, I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. And it's like, what's the purpose of knowing if you ain't going to do nothing about it? If you're not going to leave. Now, don't get me wrong. The last time I looked up in the phone, it was like, yo, it's either you going to get it right or I'm gone, So, because I mean, a woman can only tolerate so much disrespect. And I get it. And I feel like I get it. Ain't nobody perfect, but it's like, man, come on. Like, you wasting my time. We got engaged for what? You to play? Like, that was crazy. Like, here I am looking at, I'm looking at rings to buy you, and trying to plan weddings and stuff, and this is an issue I gotta go through. Honestly, I felt like I didn't get a chance to have a happy moment as a fiance. Like, when people are fiancés, and they supposed to plan weddings and all this stuff, like it's supposed to be a feeling of bliss. Like you're supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be able to live in that moment, and unfortunately, I mean, maybe because I was going through the phone, I wasn't able to live in that moment. Because it was very contradicting. It's like, how are you saying you want me to be your wife, but you're having these conversations with these other women? Like, it was a bit much for me. I'm glad you overcame that form of insecurity. Yeah, it was definitely insecurity, you know. And I'm gonna be honest with you. So this is the thing, right? I think it was so much. The insecurity came because look, I'm gonna keep it real. The dude started working around Hispanic women, right? And so, I mean, I'm black. And like I said, I have been going through his phone I mean, we were together for like 5 years. So, I noticed that, like, and I know this sounds weird, like, right? Maybe I shouldn't even say this, but the search in the porn history had changed. And I'm looking at the history of, like, oh, okay, Latinas with big booties. Okay. So now, like, oh, because you working with Mexican women, now you like, what, you fantasizing about them, or you want to be with one? Like, it was crazy because that's who started being in his inboxes. It started being the people that he was around at work, and they wasn't this. So I felt like I was in competition with this other race for this person that I was supposed to be with. It was crazy. Yeah, I was probably driving myself. Yeah, it was crazy. So anyhow, yeah, you know, I don't want to go through not near another phone ever, 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 ever again. It ain't worth it. I mean, I guess it in the long run of knowing the truth, but it was just like, listen, hey, look, that's my past. I can't help it. It is what it is. That's like, hey, that's like me looking at something that I know. Well, I mean, I can't justify it. I'm not even about to sit here and try to rationalize why, I did the things I did, you know? Hi, Kelly. Hey, J Girl Lit. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's like you being with a man that got like a little small little Peter or whatever, and then he go on your phone and see you looking at porn and you looking at BBCs and something that he ain't or he can't be, you know? And then how you think that man is gonna feel? He gonna feel insecure. He gonna think like, dang, I must not be enough for her, or she wants she wants something bigger or better. Something that I can't potentially provide. So that's how I felt like I'm not Mexican. I can't be that. Like, yeah, I could slap a wig on. I could give you five different people with five different wigs, but they all gonna be black. You feel me? Like it ain't. I can't be what you want to say. Hola, cómo estás, daddy, papi? Like I can't do that because at the end of the day, I'm black. Kelly said, "Don't worry, I'm a part-time investigator too." Yeah, man, but look. When you get to investigating, man, you hurt your own feelings. Like straight up, like for real, you hurt your own feelings. Straight up. So, I still, I seen this meme the other day and it was like I investigate or I'm such a great investigator or something like I mess around and be on your grandma's Facebook looking at your baby pictures. Man, I must have hollered because yo, like the yeah. Like that no lie. Like you could real like be on the mama, the grandma's Facebook, all of it. And they, like you was in there scrolling like, oh hey. Now, does the investigation does that become like a borderline of being a stalker? Or are you just trying to be an investigator? Like which one is it? Like are you a stalker or are you an investigator? Like which cause I feel like it'll be like on some Joe type stuff, like off that show You. Women, please learn from her mistakes. Don't do that, man. Don't do that to men. That is a way for a man to check out of the relationship. Kelly said, "Nah, we doing research, baby. Look, that man checked out of the relationship on his own free will. It didn't have nothing to do with look, Urban. All right, look, you're married. So you mean to tell me, and I'm not saying like I'm pretty sure your wife probably don't go through your phone. Y'all probably have a great relationship, right? But y'all married. Y'all done, you mean to tell me that it's okay for a man that is engaged to a woman that went on their knee before this woman's family and with this promise of, oh, I want to be with you for the rest of my life type ish. You mean to tell me that after doing all that, it's okay to contact other women. It's okay to flirt with other women. Like it's okay to put your I feel like when you do those things, you open up the door. Like you may not even have the intentions on acting it out physically, right? But let's be real. Like I feel like there are other ways to connect with people mentally, spiritually, emotionally. This was the straw that broke the camel's back. So, at that time I had just lost my dad, you know, and so I feel like supportively I was not being my emotions, none of that was being cared for or tended to, right? So just looking back in hindsight, and so at that time, I want to say that he had a loss in his family too, but it was like his uncle, and I guess the person that he was having these conversations with was going through some rough times in their life. And so they were on the phone and they were, texting and talking to each other, not at home. This was happening while they were out at work, driving home from work, but and so they were connecting on an emotional level of like, "Oh, I feel your pain. Oh, I'm here to be the shoulder to cry on." But it's like, how are you being tending to somebody else's emotions and you're not tending to the woman at home? Like, there's no justification in that. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. And shoot, he went through my phone before. Now look, he went to my group chat. He went to my group chat, you know, ain't too much up in there you gonna see. I mean, like, and that's another thing. I'm loyal to the soil. So whether no conversations with no other man. Now, what something that he seen that was upsetting to him, it wasn't me. It was my friends talking about somebody that, he cared for, but that was out of my control. The House of Urban says depends. If he was in contact prior to the relationship, then it's his choice to either stop talking to them. Nah, he met them. This was after the engagement. There was no nothing. They didn't know each other. And so, at this time, I couldn't even go on the phone because it was locked up, sold up. So, I'm not even gonna say how I found out who, cause I ain't gonna hold y'all. Oh, I gotta clock in. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I make calls. All right, let me stop. I'm just joking. Yeah, no, seriously, loyal. So when you're loyal to a person and they playing in your face, like that's hurtful, straight up. You know. So hello, how are you? I'm doing well. I can't complain. I could, but I won't. But yeah. So, anyways, I mean, hey, and when you think you heal from something, when you start having these conversations, these emotions start arising, right? And it's like, dang, it takes me back to those moments of not necessarily feeling hurt, but like, dang, you just really threw your family away, bro. For what? But back to the topic at hand. The topic was the baby daddy drama, right? It was about Krishan Rock and Blueface and Ghostface. And so Carlisa, she had, which is Blueface's mother, she had a great point, and the point was that, you know, seeing how Krishan and Jaden got together, and they were kikiing and smiling and happy, you know, she was saying, get up off this live and go call the other baby mamas and let them kids see their brothers and sisters. Stop beefing with the other baby mamas. You know, and I'm a firm believer with that. Like, nah, let's not beef. Like, let's bring these kids together. So, you know, me and the second baby mama, we was rocky initially. She didn't like me, and it was her right. Even though I didn't do nothing to constitute that. But now, we in a cool space. I'd be like, hey, when you bring the kids to LA,
let us know. When Christmas come, I send the kids gifts on behalf of my daughter because that's her brothers. Birthdays come, I'll send a cash app to the kids because I built that relationship with them. And so at the end of the day, although it did not work out with their father, I still love the kids. It ain't got nothing to do with them. But some people, when you break up with them, they break up with the kids too. They like F them kids. Urban said, me personally, I don't be going around befriending people because of my personality. So him talking to people is weird to me. It was like I felt like he was seeking validation. I felt like, I mean, honestly, I don't know what it was. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. You know, um, it could have been me constantly accusing him after catching him up so many times. It's like, all right, are we gonna continue to play in my face or what we doing? You know, so yeah, I can't understand what that was about either. I mean, maybe it was something I wasn't giving him. But I do, like I said, looking back in hindsight, I can't take accountability for not appreciating him. You know, like I think about all the times where, um, he put forth effort into just the simple things, and I was like always wanting more, like comparing our relationship to social media or comparing or like looking at my friends' relationships like, oh, look what they husband did for them, or like I think that really put a strain on the relationship too, because it was just like I wanted more than I feel like he was willing to give, and I wasn't giving him appreciation for the efforts, And so now looking back, like I said, in hindsight, I can take accountability for that. It's like, what did it say? Everything wasn't bad, you know. When it came to like making me feel special, like on birthdays or Valentine's Day or things like that, like I mean, not even just that. Like he would always come home and be like, "Oh, I thought about you," and he would bring me something from work, and I don't know. After a while, it just dissipated. Like he stopped thinking about me. I guess because I wasn't appreciating it. Like he was like, "Oh, here I'm gonna bring you some Nike," and I'm like, "Oh, this is cute, but I want Gucci." That sounds terrible, right? But that's just where I was at that moment, you know. Um, Cause like I said, you see your friends getting laced with Louis Vuitton and all of these things, and it's like, damn, okay, oh, another Nike shirt, oh, okay, another Michael Kors wallet, like like now, like I kind of miss it, but whatever. It's like that with my ex. She still have a relationship with some of my family, but I don't talk to her family at all. Yeah, no, he don't have no relationship with my family, but um, a lot of his family still reach out to me, like especially on his dad's side, and I mean it probably don't have nothing to do with me. It's probably more so because of my daughter, you know. But yeah, I actually kind of talked to like a lot. I built a lot of friendships through him, so you know. And I think yesterday I had like such a vulnerable moment because um, Taylor, she got an award, and so I had ended up letting them know like, hey, the baby get an award, and he showed up or whatever. And so I don't see him. Like, even when if he comes to pick Taylor up, like, I'll send my son out there to take her or whatever. Um, so we kind of have like minimal conversations or whatnot, which I hate it because it's like I want to be able to co-parent effectively, to where, you know, communication is great, the relationship is great because we're doing this for her or whatever. Like, it's definitely my prayer that we get into a great space where we can co-parent effectively. Um, so hopefully 2024 is different and better than this year it was. But I will say that you know yesterday when I seen my baby, like when I seen her look at him and she like smiled, her smile was just so bright. It put me in this space of like wishing that I could see her smile like that every morning. You know, um, and I got to thinking like, dang, like should I have just put up with some of those things, just so she could have that smile every morning, when she wake up and see him. Like, like it's crazy as a mom, like what like what we put our own feelings to the side for our kids to be happy, you know. Um, Co-parenting can be different. It was difficult for us in the past, but after we got past the emotional phase, we are great parents now. Yeah, nah. Well, like I said, I hope we get to that point. Um, you know, so I think that's the most disappointing part for me is like my little one not having a two-parent household. Um, but I snapped out of that quickly. Those emotions, child, and it is what it is. But yeah. So back to the whole topic at hand. Hopefully moving forward, Blueface and Jaden. Hey, good morning, Nirvana. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, now you should be able to hear me. Back to the topic at hand. Hopefully, Blueface is able to co parent effectively with Jaden and Krishan. Maybe they built some kind of friendship yesterday by having a come to Jesus moment. Um, because, they be out here wilding on social media, child. Definitely wilding. Now, Irvin, don't take my story times and go on your channel and make me a topic. I'ma see I'ma see a thumbnail and you're gonna be like, fellas, women that go through phone are toxic. Oh, I gotta delete this live, child. Hey, Delinus, how are you doing? Happy Tuesday. How have you been? Long time no see. I'm praying all is well. Um, but yeah, y'all, they were not co-parent because they built on clout. Well, that's so unfortunate that that baby is not even 6 months yet and it's already had a very rough life. Like, how your daddy coming and snatching you out the house at 4 o'clock in the morning with no clothes on and kidnapping you, all because he and his feelings, because um, the mama is out She said at the studio, but she was probably with her little boo thing. Like, what is it? Why do men think that the mom is not supposed to have a life after them? Like, come on. Like, that's not fair. You out here living your life. Why can't the woman have a life? You're a wonderful mom and a beautiful soul. Never reflect on anyone's situation. Thank you, Mrs. C. Now, look, I'm thankful that I ain't never had no situations like that where I got, the fathers coming and acting crazy in front of my house or trying to snatch kids from me, Lord, because I don't know where I'll be right now. Probably in somebody's jail. Can you imagine, getting a call saying, "Oh, your crazy baby, your crazy baby daddy done came and took the baby," like, and you got to go fight this man and go get your baby back? Like, what? Like, you don't come see this baby no other time, but because I'm outside tonight, you want to come steal my baby? What the heck? That's crazy. Cheapo, I already talked about that a long time ago, but if I do revisit this, then I would definitely not. Urban, I'll be playing. Don't take me serious. I'm good running errands. My okay. Happy birthday to your eldest baby. Birthdays are definitely a blessing. Hey, Urban. So let me ask you a question. Do you get manicures and pedicures? Like, what do you think about a man that gets a manicure and pedicure? Like, are you opposed to it? Ladies, what do you think about men that get manicures and pedicures? Like, would you prefer a man to keep, be well kept with getting manicures and pedicures? Hey, Terrence. I'm about to ask my coworker, y'all. I'm always messing with people. Let me see. Let me see if he's gonna come in here and talk to me. Oh, he in there getting in trouble, y'all. I guess I won't mess with him right now. There's a meeting in the hallway. I used to, but not anymore because I just don't have the time. I was called a metrosexual for getting them. Hey, I used to date a man. I used to date a man that got his nails, his nails and feet done, right? And I'm not opposed to it, but his fingernails used to be glossy. That's the only thing. Like, he would get his fingernails buffed. So I don't know. It's okay to like go get your cuticles cut and nice and done, and get the little nicely groomed. But then it's like when you get to getting them buffed and clear polish, like, okay, that's where we draw the line here. You know, when they ask you for polish or buffing, you could say you could definitely decline. I don't have a problem with it though, as long as they are not painting them. Okay. I only asked because have you ever heard of a place called Hammers and Nails? I think it's such a cool place. It's for men, and they they cater to men. I believe it's all women that do it, like do the manicures and pedicures, and they have like nice little leather chairs, like real comfortable. It's like real manly in there. And I believe they give you like scotch, or like they give you some kind of liquor while you sitting there and getting your services.
I think it's really nice. I didn't put any of that on my hands and feet. I'm not sure of the topic, but I buff in my sessions. Delinus, I was asking, what do you think about men getting pedicures and manicures? Like, are you opposed to your significant other going and getting a manicure, or do you prefer for him to keep up his hands and feet? Because I don't know. Some people want like rough hands, like I mean, maybe it is kind of weird to have a man that got like hella soft hands. Like, gotta have some little roughness to it. Okay, Delina said everyone needs hand and feet care. Okay, so Delinus is not opposed to it. All right, so what about buffing? Can he get his nails buffed or with clear polish? Too many neglect the largest organ, the skin. Yeah, that is true. My aunt used to say she didn't believe in it because she said the man was supposed to be rough. They were supposed to have rough hands and rough feet. Like they're supposed to work. Like they're supposed to have these rough hands for working. They're not supposed to be soft. There's a place in my city that's similar, did the same thing, gave us that. That's the place I used to go all the time, but not anymore. Clear polish is to preserve the natural shine. So you cool with it. Look, I'm not opposed to it. Like I said, I dated somebody that got their nails and stuff done, but this is the thing, like I ain't gonna hold you. When they used to get dressed, like, cause look, they were a pastor, and so I used to love watching them get dressed for church. That's sick, right? I used to like, I would just be laying there in awe, like just at the routine. Like they would have their suit freshly pressed from the cleaners. They would lay the suit out. They would go find cufflinks to match the suit, and then they'd go and pull out the socks. Like it was a lot. Like they were like overly well kept and organized. Um, pull out the socks and stuff, and it was funny. It was really funny. Um, yeah, don't get me wrong. I love me a rough hand. Okay, yeah. Hey, you know what? I started going to the when I started working out at the gym and lifting weights, I started getting like this one little callus on my hand. I was like, "Ooh, my hand feel like my hands are smooth," but I started getting like one little callus. Like, how do you get rid of that? Like, my hand can be rough. It's part of the man's code to be well groomed, but this generation label that as being gay. I'm about to ask somebody my age. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if he's free. Dang, I can't find it. Dang. All right, he outside. Oh hell. He outside with boss. Never mind. How you doing? Yeah, he outside with. I know this man get his nails done. Sleazy. Yee, what's good? How are you doing this morning? That's why on my live streams I do my best to be as well groomed as possible. Yeah, I love it. You be having your suit and tie. Urban's like, I be on my suit and tie ish. I be on my suit and tie. Hello. Uh, no, she's not. All right. My title caught your attention. Yeah, I'm sure it caught a lot of people's attention, child. We passed that. I don't have no baby daddy drama. I was talking about Krishan and Blueface and Jaden. As long as you can break down the motor and still understand the fact that you need care, period. As Adrian say, so many lives I could watch. Hey El Cheapo, where the hell you been? Speak on it. What's good? Welcome in. Speak on it. So right now the topic of discussion is, are you opposed to going and getting manicures and pedicures? Or do you go get manicures and pedicures? I did clickbait y'all, but I did talk a little bit about my personal life, which I didn't have intentions on doing that. I was here to talk about Blueface and Krishan and Jaden, but I did dip a little into, my personal experiences. Speak on it. Yes, a man. Like, yeah. Do you go get pedicures and manicures? Chico is learning the ropes of yes. But look, Urban, I gotta stop sharing too much of my personal business. I would hate for my kids, daddies, and them to come on here and be like, "Oh, so I'm the topic," and I'm sure they follow me, both of them. So they probably clicked on this quick, like, "Oh, what's she talking about?" I know how to lay bricks, etc. However, that doesn't take away the fact that I understand the need for self care. Speak on it said, no, I think it's okay to get manicures and pedicures for men, but when you start putting on the clear coat, you're getting zesty. You're getting zesty with it. Okay, okay. So have you ever tried it though? Speak on it. I know you say you don't get pedicures or manicures, but like, have you ever went and did it? Hey, I got a question, Terrence. My auntie? Oh my God. Hey, look, let me ask you a question. Would you get a manicure? Oh, you would. What about a pedicure? Would you get clear polish? Would you get them buffed? Yeah. When they buff them, it gives it like a shine. It's the same as a clear polish. Okay. But you'll do the buffing. Okay, that's good to know. All right. Oh yeah, my aunt is definitely like that. So she in the front or the back? Shit, where she at? Oh. My aunt was like, it's crack gay. My bad, y'all. Y'all probably heard that whole conversation. Let's see. Yeah, I like to get my feet done, be right up there asleep. I haven't had a man ask to clear coat though. Oh yeah, I went outside. My bad, y'all. I left. My bad. Yeah, I left. But okay. Well, anyhow, you guys, thank you for hanging out with me. It's time to get to work, get to working, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Yeah, is that weird? I fear toenail clippers. No, not if you diabetic. If you diabetic, then it make all the sense in the world. Because if they clip too much or clip too long, your feet could get infected and then the mugs to fall off. So, you know, now she fell in the foul. All right, y'all. I'm out.